say word to my mother, who's somewhere in here. I'm Alexandra, and I am a law student, but I also enjoy my place with the OKC MLC. So I'm going to start with defining what is a literacy coalition. And as the name implies, it is an alliance of individuals who envision 100% literacy through 100% community engagement. But I haven't really answered the question, and I think to do that, I need to talk about what literacy is. So I'm going to throw out a couple definitions, and I want you to kind of think about commonalities between them. The first is that literacy is an individual's ability to read, write, and speak in English, to compute and solve problems at levels of proficiency necessary to function on the job, in the family, and in society. The second one is that literacy is the ability to use printed and written information to function in society, to achieve one's goals, and to develop one's knowledge and potential. And I want you to consider this last articulation just as food for thought. It's from UNESCO. They said, literacy arouses hopes, not only in society as a whole, but also in the individual who is striving for fulfillment, happiness, and personal benefit by learning how to read and write. Thus, literacy means far more than just reading and writing. The end goal is transmitting knowledge and promoting social participation everywhere. And I mean, all this is nice and everything, but why does it matter? Well, I'm going to say the impact of literacy may not be self-evident, so here are some stats for you guys to ponder over. And at the local level, here in Oklahoma City, from 04 to 08, our average dropout rate was 24%. And there are 2,000 schools in the nation where 40% of the incoming freshman class is expected to have dropped out by their senior year. One of those schools is here in Oklahoma City. Now here in the city, we also have 2 elementary schools who saw reading proficiency levels at 10%. We had 36 other elementary schools who are at or below the 50% proficiency mark. And that's just an abomination. And the problem is that you can't bring businesses in if you have these types of problems. And according to the Oklahoma Department of Libraries, it's estimated that there are 140,000 people here in Oklahoma County who can't function at a literate level. And that translates into difficulty reading a newspaper, filling out a job application, or even just having access to information. Now, from a business perspective, it's estimated that business and industry leaders spend about $600 million a year just remediating these basic reading, writing, and math skills. And so in order to have business coming to Oklahoma, we really need to have a competitive workforce. So I mean, we want to have cool things like Bricktown. We really need to have the population that can support industries like that. At the national level, it's estimated that literacy costs the nation about $225 billion or more each year due to non-productivity in the workforce, crime, and then just loss of revenue from no taxes. The Economist published an article in 2004 which predicted that just a 1% increase in literacy could turn into a 2.5 rise in labor productivity and a corollary 1.5 increase in GDP per person. And just think about that impact, that's substantial. But also literacy is linked to a multitude of socioeconomic problems. For example, people who don't graduate high school are much more likely than people who do to be unemployed, to be in poor health, to be living on welfare, to be in poverty, and to be single parents of kids who also drop out. So you just see this cycle that just keeps on going over and over again. And so this is where I say that literacy coalitions are crucial to a good environment to raise. You want everyone to be educated, you want opportunities. And that's why we at OKC MLC have a vision of presenting a unified voice for literacy just here in the metro area. And I don't have a lot of time to talk, so I'm just going to talk about our GED Scholarship program, which we're very proud of. We actually have had several several successful applicants, and we're very proud of it. Yeah, sorry about that. Freud was right about something. But we offer a need-based scholarship for adults who want to get their GED and take that next step. We also host a couple events, 2 of which I'm particularly proud of. We have Read, Drop Everything, and Read Day, Dear Day. It's at the Oklahoma Capitol, and we have elementary school kids come out, people read to them. It's really fun, they can play at the Rumble. Then we also have a new fundraiser, the Scrabble Showdown, which this year is scheduled for September 8th. And actually, we honor people in the community who do things for literacy, and we just try to get money so that we can go out there and just try to increase awareness. So of course, our efforts do come at a cost, and we can't maintain vitality without public support. So with that, I really want to thank IgniteOKC for sharing your proceeds with us and for giving this wonderful opportunity just to be heard. So with this, I'm going to leave you with this cute little snippet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which you can read it yourselves, hopefully. Thank you.